Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys and good afternoon. Now I will explain about asking for information. Before we are going to the material, let me introduce myself. My name is Rugawi. I from English Education in State University of Makassar. I think that's all about myself and now let's start the material and stay tuned guys. Well, the class before going any further, should we know what is the meaning of asking for information?
Okay, asking for information is an expression to ask something. This expression is used to ask someone for information at a certain time. When using asking for information, of course, we are in need of information. Even though our position requires something, of course, we have to look at the situation and condition when we ask other people.
Jadi, meminta informasi ini adalah suatu ekspresi dalam meminta sesuatu. Nah, ekspresi ini digunakan pada waktu tertentu dan pada saat meminta informasi itu harus memperhatikan situasi dan kondisi. Oke, pembahasan selanjutnya yaitu rules in asking for information. In writing or expressing asking for information, one must pay attention to the exciting rules. Among them are as follows. The first is using the question sentence in asking for information. We must use an interrogative sentence consisting of 5W tambah 1H, such as why, when, what, where, who, and how. With this, the person you ask will understand what kind of information you need. Okay, the second is using auxiliary model. In addition to question words, you can also use auxiliaries such as could, can, would, will, should, shall, might, must, and had to. Baik, pembahasan selanjutnya yaitu use of formal and informal language in asking for information. The use of asking for information in various situations, just like any English conversation. When asking for information or asking for information, we must look at the situation at hand. Is it a formal or informal situation? Even though what is being asked seems less difficult, for example, asking about the time, place, or others, you still have to pay attention to the situation when asking. Oke, bagian pertama itu formal language use. Could you tell me about this place? When you are in a new place and when to ask other people about this place, it is appropriate to use polite sentences. As in the sentences above, the situation you face can be like when you have just moved to a new environment and want to know what the environment is like. Okay, the second is can you find out where he goes? When you're in a new place and you don't know anyone, but you want to find someone, you can ask using the sentence. Perhaps you can also add a characteristic trait of the person you are looking for. Bagambe yaitu use of informal language. We are not always in a formal situation, right? Sometimes you are faced with formal situation but will still want to ask for information. And of course, asking for information in formal situations is different from asking in a formal situation. Here is an example for asking for information in an informal situation. Okay, the first example is, can you tell me what time the trains arrive? Artinya yaitu, bisakah kamu memberitahu saya kapan waktu kereta api tiba? When at the situation you don't know what time your destination train will come. Therefore, you can ask the officer or people around you. In this situation, this is not a formal situation. Therefore, you can use informal sentence marked with the word can. And the second is, can you tell me about the course schedule in this week? Artinya, bisakah kamu memberitahu saya jadwal lesson minggu ini? The course you can ask your friends. Oke, selanjutnya ini adalah beberapa contoh dari kalimat meminta informasi. Pertama, what is your name? The second is, wonder if you could tell me about the history of this place. Number 3 is, what happened in here? Number 4 is, what of food that you can cook? Number 5 is, where do you find my address? The next is, why do you come to school at Sunday? Next, why everyone didn't tell me about the holiday? The next is, how much you will pay to me? And number 9, how long can you stay in the haunted house alone? And the last is, where do you live when? Okay, guys, I think that's all about asking for information. And thank for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.